comes the danger, sent by the Savior. Now we come to the sky. I am
some people you're right, and them still choose to show you hate. Run them out of your yard. From them I play bad girl. I them a backbiters. Hypocritical to sideless. We call them modern day Judas. The spreaders of rumors.
Well, from a little bit, I've been a hustle.
Oh, okay. It's not too late to start your vision board to see what you'd like to achieve in 2018. Here to help us get started, author of Make It Count, Nicole McLaren Campbell. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, and I love your book. I have your book. I love your book. Get that book. Make It Count.
Oh,
it's a nice, easy read, and it's very inspirational.
Thank you very much.
When she saw me, she's like, do you have a vision board? The first thing she said to me. I asked my name and I said, do you have a vision board?
And do you?
No, I don't.
He does have a name, though.
He has a name. Extra.
So, what are we doing today?
Well, I'm really passionate about vision boarding because it's been a very powerful force in my own life, and I've seen it work in the lives of others. And so, you know, I'm doing whatever I can to encourage people to create a vision for their lives, but not just in their head, although the visualization of it is very powerful, but to just put it down on paper and then also to create the visual with the vision board. And there's really science behind it too. It's based on how your brain works. So there's a part of your brain called the reticular activation system, which is really the filtering mechanism for the brain.
Is that at the back or the front?
And I don't know. Me and the science never so good. So please, I don't know why. Me I try so like me know everything now. The man
it's right. It's about here. I think it's on the left.
Yes, I trust you.
I trust.
Okay. And so when you really get clear about what it is you want from your life and you can actually see it, then your brain starts filtering in those opportunities, conversations, people, etc., that you might have otherwise not even noticed. But now all of a sudden you start to see the things, experience the things that are going to be pivotal in helping you to reach those goals. So it's a very, very powerful mechanism. It's like, you know, when you buy a green car, for example, or a blue car, a blue Toyota, all of a sudden you start
blue cars all day
blue
long.
Cars, or the exact model of the car that you are interested in buying or have bought. And before it was like, I never know so much car dep on the road or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So it really is a powerful thing, and it really, really works. And so I want to talk about how you can create one and really just, you know, creating a large image for your life.
I mean, you don't want to just slap everything on there.
Okay.
It has to have
I was going to
focus.
ask, because you know me, I mean, just cut up and put paste and just put on.
So here is the thing: it can be a lot of fun, but you need to prepare to do it very well. So it doesn't just turn into an art project, because if it's just an art project, you're not going to really accomplish the things because you haven't really thought them through and they're not, you know, deep within you. So the first thing you do before you even get the magazines or the cutout or the stickers or the prettiness is to really start to think about your life. And I suggest people think about their lives in different areas. So for example, you think about the things that are most important to you. So family, you know, relationships, career, finance, spirituality, food. I've never heard of a food vision board, but I'm sure my children would agree with you. Right? But anyway, so health and fitness, these are specific areas, right? Then you start to think about, what would I love my life to be like in these particular areas? How would I feel most happy, joyous, fulfilled in each of these areas? What would that look like? And you actually close your eyes and take yourself there in the most vivid way possible.
Yeah, but for some reason this feels like a long process.
It is a very long for me it's a fairly long process. In other words, from start to finish it can take about 3.5 hours, and when I train people and train groups, it's about 3.5 hours, because you have to invest the time. The thing is, if you don't spend the time getting clear about what you really want, you're going to put things on there that are not really what you really want, and then the vision board don't work and you say, it never work. You know, you have to really think about the why behind why you want these things. You know, why is it that I want to write a book? What does that mean for my life and the impact I hope to have on the world? Because you know, me to write my book was a big drama and struggle, and I had to really get in touch with what did this mean for my life's mission. And then I could have the bravery to put New York Times bestseller on my vision board.
Stop it.
Because I was so afraid at first, and then when I connected with the why and said, okay, these are the small steps I'm going to take, then I could actually do do it. So you have to spend the time to connect with the whys.
Well, Nicole, we don't have 3 hours.
No, we don't. So once you connect with the why
minutes.
and you write down what you want your life to look like in these specific areas, then you go hunting for the images.
To represent.
Oh, and I have to say, Empress, you have to, and Extol, you have to think about the cost of not getting it, okay? Because then, if there's no cost attached, you may not do it, right?
Right.
So some people say lose weight, get fit. What's the cost of not losing weight and getting fit? Is it your health? Is it that you may not grow up to see your children? When you think about not growing up to see your children, all of a sudden you care about... Exactly, you care more, you know what I mean? So you have to connect.
Okay.
And so for me,
So this is just for 2018.
Well, this one that I have is for 2018 specifically, and these are more longer term, like the New York Times.
Oh, so they are different kind of vision boards.
So you can have. I know some people that even have a quarter vision board, so it's only for 3 months.
Okay.
Let's split it into quarters, and I kind of like that because
I like that
it gives you shorter term goals. And the thing about it is, once you accomplish one goal, you have the energy to keep going, and the vibes, and the, oh my gosh, I did it. It's a psychological boost for you to keep going.
So
it look like say you well married now. Yeah, man, sort out your life.
Yeah, it's a long-term vision.
No, it's actually important.
Yeah, man.
Marriage is great.
It is great. Talk is Nicole. Touch me now.
On my first vision board, no, he's cutting out the marriage, but I'm going to show you my very first vision board, 7 or 8 years before me married. The man take long for propose, so me just cut out the wedding ring. No, I'm gonna cut out the dress. Yes, see the dress there, Empress. You think it's like telling? See the ring and the dress,
and then it happened.
and the house. What you mean? It's not a joke thing.
I like it.
And soon after this proposal bust thing happened.
No, sir.
I wanted to own a home. I was terrified that I wouldn't be able to, because when I wanted to move back to Jamaica, everybody said you'll never own a home.
No, sir.
There's no opportunity, etc.
And now you own a nice
one. So I tell you, my house now is painted in these same colors, but I didn't choose the paint or anything, you know.
Yes.
So I'm trying to tell you, it's the vision board is a powerful tool.
Listen, and you know what? Me like them kind of house, you know.
Well, cut it out, Empress. You have to remember, after you cut out the things them now, you know, and you pace and you're doing your thing. Please remember the action.
Yeah, man.
What's the action?
And you have to take a lot of action behind your goals. This is why it's important to write it down as well, which is why the thing takes 3 hours.
Put mine in the middle.
Very nice.
No, Dwayne, you make me want to get in because no, Nicole knows that I'm a
But you're already married?
No, I'm married.
Okay, I was like, what?
No. Polyandry now work with me. That's what it name.
Polygamy, my love.
No, polygamy is the woman. I think polyandry are the
Oh, dear Lord. But this sounds like a science question. Please stop.
So is this a good one to put? This says dream.
Dream, yes. I put words, so like affirmations as well as images I've found to be very important.
I'm hoping my dreams for 2018 come true.
And you want to put it somewhere where it's going to be visible for you.
You know,
and I'll tell you, I mean, I have a young man at JMMB where I do vision board trainings, and I've been working with him for about 2 years now, and if you see his vision boards and then his life over the past 2 years, it is actually, it gives you goosebumps. It's pretty frightening when you look at even your old vision boards and what your life is like now.
No, man, I can testify to what Nicole is saying. It does.
Even the 2 children I had put on my vision board.
So how do people get in touch with you? Nicole, how do people get in touch with you?
And then I got a bonus daughter, which was great.
How do people get in touch with you to get their vision boards?
How do people get in touch with me? Well, I'm on Instagram at Nicole McLaren Campbell, and there's an email address and a telephone number on my Instagram profile that you can use to get in touch. The direct messages are tricky because they end up piling up and being kind of difficult to navigate. But I really, encourage everybody to create a vision board, be bold with your vision. Try to think about what never worked in 2017 so you can figure out how to drop those things as well.
So what happens when you feel like your vision board is not working?
Don't even start this.
No, I'm just asking.
No, you're asking the real questions. It's real. First of all, so when you create a vision board, it's not as though you expect that everything is going to happen overnight. Patience is a virtue, and focus is also divine power. So when you realize that your goals are you're not accomplishing your goals, it's time to take stock of what you might be doing. Maybe you might need some more advice. Maybe you might need to get clearer. Maybe you might need a little bit more focus. Maybe you might need to tweak it. Maybe you might need to. There's a whole lot behind, behind actually actualizing the goals. But small steps are really important, and focus is really important. So you might want to start with one goal, And then once you
Kids.
get that goal, it gives you the push to go after the others as well.
Let's go with what you're
girls.
choosing.
Lovely, very nice.
You put 5 down in?
No, I only found 2, my child. Oh,
I have here, I'm a child of God. So you have to remember the different areas, you know. So make sure, I mean, you're very focused on family and children, which is great. But just remember that you want to make sure that you've set out in different areas. So
let's go through Dwayne, what Dwayne's chosen so far.
Yeah.
So you have a dream. Oh, I love it. You start with a dream. You have to dream. As
You have to
Nicole
dream.
said, visualization.
you see, when you're doing your vision board, some things might make you uncomfortable. Don't worry. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Because when I was cutting out the home to put on my first vision board, I was like, oh my God. When I was cutting out this recently, New York Times best-selling author, the little voice started with me like, oh, you're going to be a best-selling author. Blah, 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 blah. You have to shut down the little voice, right?
Yep.
And do what you're doing. It's a major key. So I put it on there, and you have to be bold with your vision. You're not going to exactly know how everything is going to happen right now. But you have to have the faith, conviction to put it on your vision board and then start taking the actions toward
Mine
them.
is so me right now.
I do. Yours is the same one. Save our families.
Yep.
Oh my
what
goodness.
I want to put on my vision board, working out this year.
Get fit. So the other thing that I need to mention, you know, is that you can find representations of what you want for your life that may not mean anything to other people when they look at your vision board, but you know what it means. So you don't have to find the exact literal thing. So people wonder, and my husband actually asked me, why is Jessica Simpson on your vision board? Like, what is going on? And Jessica Simpson is on my vision board because I have goals around building a global business.
Yes.
And she has built a hell of a global business. And I have much respect for that. And so I put her on the vision board. And people are like, what is this rope? It's strength. You know, it's showing that you go through things and you're staying strong. And that's very important to me, building my resilience. So that was one of my major goals. Financial strength as well. It's just, you know, set out what you want.
You've seen it, and you're hearing it. Author of Make It Count, Nicole McLaren Campbell, showing us how to make vision boards.
And I'm not leaving this studio until mine is done.
Yes.
So nobody not ask me what they put mine, but you know what?
So important.
I'm not leaving,
because
Nicole.
Look, my 2018 is not even
fashion
finished.
break after the break.
I mean, I would like to blame Elsie because she...
After the break.